back to Breakfast Television. We're so excited. This is our very first edition of our BT Makeup Pro Tips with our very own makeup artist, Susan Morales, who's here to talk to us about, of all things, contouring. Suze, I was going to say welcome, but you're here. But so welcome to the camera, on this side of the camera. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me, Joanne.
We're very excited, and you brought along the beautiful Frédéric here.
Yes.
So, Susan, a lot of us hear contouring, we talk about contouring, and a lot of people are not doing it exactly the way they're supposed to be doing. What is contouring exactly?
So it's very simple. Unfortunately, there's a misconception with contouring. What we see on YouTube, all the tutorials we see, and on Instagram, it looks very cakey, looks a lot of makeup, but it's very simple, ladies. You don't have to wear a lot of makeup. It's really a good way to enhance the feature of your
face. Enhance what you got, okay? So we do see these videos on YouTube, and it does look a little bit scary. A lot of makeup seems to be involved in this. Before we start, what exactly is contouring supposed to do? What are we supposed to be bringing out of our faces? Like our cheekbones? What are we trying to do?
So basically, we are creating like shadows. So as you can see here, our beautiful Frédéric, on one side she has the contouring, and on this side she doesn't have. So the good thing is I'm going to show you today. So basically, you're just creating the shadow here on the temple, on the cheekbones, and then on the jaw.
Temple, cheeks, and jaw. So more than that, you've gone crazy and you've done too much.
Exactly.
Okay, so what do we need to contour?
So you have a lot of products that they're selling. We need, this is a cream from Makeup Forever. It's really a good product, and it's easy to apply. And what is good is that you don't have to apply a lot. So the key here is start really light.
Yes.
Don't go crazy.
Don't look like you have a mask on, guys, okay?
Exactly.
Yeah, step by step.
So I already put the base on her, so she looks beautiful.
So what is the base? Just tell us, like a foundation?
Foundation, concealer, and then the mascara. Her eyes are done, the eyebrows are done, and your beautiful lips also.
Okay.
So after that, if you are blessed with a good skin, then you don't need to put foundation, and then you can do just bronzer.
Okay.
But today I'm showing with the cream product. So you have to start here next to the ears.
Yeah.
And then you create the shadow here. And the key here, it's really to play with the product. So basically, we don't want to see
a line.
A line, exactly.
Okay, and Suze, we call her Suze, by the way. This is Susan Morales. So Suze, tell me, there's a bunch of different colors there. Which one are you using for this?
So I'm using the brown one for the contouring. This is amazing because you have the highlight, and then you have also, this is really for a correction.
Okay.
And then you can play also with the light. So
okay.
It's
so
really
we're using
practical.
the bronzer for the contouring.
Yes,
okay, so now we're along the cheekbone.
Along the cheekbones, and then you go on the temple. Very easy. And follow the shape of your face. Not everyone has the same contouring, so you have to respect that. And then you go on the jawline here, and it makes a beautiful, this is really good for pictures. So it's an option for every day, but for every day you do the cheekbones, and then you do the temple, and then, obviously, the forehead. So we have Frédéric here, her forehead is a bit wider.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a wider forehead, you don't have to do it. So this is optional. So you're doing the contouring. So you're creating that illusion.
Yes.
And it's really beautiful. It makes a big difference with the structure of her face.
And Susan, tell me, is this a look that you would try or do, say, to go to work? Because I feel like, you know, we've all heard that J-Lo has amazing contouring, and she seems to do this for her big award shows. Is this really for going out, or does it depend on how much you apply?
It depends on how much you apply. You don't have to go crazy, especially for a day, for every day.
Yeah, I'm going to work,
You're going to work, you have to go really light. If you're going out, then maybe you can go a bit more, because at night, the makeup, we don't see it that much. But for every day, you just need to go really light. So it's very important, if you think that you have too much product, tap it on your hand and then apply it, because if you do the opposite, it's really hard to correct if you're not used to
So
makeup.
start with the hand and then put it on your face. We have a picture of Frédéric before. Let's take a look at the difference, because a lot of people are saying, I don't, okay, there. The difference is striking, right?
Yes.
So you can see right there. So everything looks, I don't know how to say it. It looks pulled together, flawless.
Flawless,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so once you've done the contouring, Susan, because Susan, we're running out of time. So
Yes.
what would we finish with? We would do a
finish
blush?
with a blush.
Okay.
Yes, it always creates a beautiful finish effect, glowy effect, and you can't go wrong with blush, but you have to go really light with blush. So this is another product that I love, and see, it makes it more natural,
put together?
Even, exactly.
Okay, and why is it important to not go crazy with, I don't think it's, first of all, never go crazy with blush. You always say that to me. But
Exactly.
when you've done this, when you've applied the contouring, what can happen? Then I feel like you can have a line,
Yes,
right?
thank you for mentioning that. So basically, if you want to correct, just use a cotton
Swab, yeah.
yes. And then just pass it on like this. Just tap, 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 and it will remove the makeup instead of using a Kleenex or your fingers, because then it will create something that you don't want to see.
Something that you don't want to see. Okay, so the key things to remember for contouring: don't go crazy.
Don't go crazy.
Okay, even if you're going out, we suggest don't go crazy. And so keep it low on the blush afterwards.
Yes.
And if you are going out, though, a bit of a heavier hand, or like what's the heaviest we should go? Like, you're just saying not heavy at all, eh?
You have to have a good light.
Okay.
So be careful with the lighting. So sometimes when you're in the bathroom, the light is not good. So be careful. So go outside, and if it's still daylight, this is the best way to see it. If not, go outside and look at yourself, because you don't want to look cakey.
Susan Morales and Frédéric, thank you so much for joining us for this first these pro makeup tips. Again, the light of day, that's the best trick. Thank you so much for joining us, ladies,
Thank
and we'll
you.
see you very soon.
Thank
Stay
you.
tuned.